going to be the one right ahead. The sun will shine in that door in the morning. That's what I want. Oh yeah. Home sweet home. Doesn't get any better than this. Of course, I brought the same stuff that Crazy Neighbor and I used in that bandit towel plant. The sleeping pad that packs up small enough, but it's also durable enough if you're going to be putting it down on old rotten floorboards. The really lightweight ones are super convenient, but they're fragile. And I've had to fix some of these before. They come with a patch kit, but putting it in the field is a bit of a disaster usually, particularly on multiple night adventure. So this thing self-inflate, then I got old yeller and all this ancillary camera gear. Drone, gimbal. I was using a gimbal today a little bit on the hike down. I know it's more of a special effect thing usually to get a nice smooth video, but when I'm out of breath, puffing and puffing a hike, because I'm out of shape, it's nice to have something holding the camera still for me. So. It's wonderful when you don't have to pack a tent with you, because otherwise my backpack would be overflowing with all that good stuff. And one thing I just realized, if you're out hiking and you got cleats on, be very careful around your sleeping bag when you're setting it up. Somebody's outside with a flashlight, so somebody else is here. I'm not even going to try to hide what I'm doing because I can't. So we'll see what happens. They're not coming around, but I'm going to tuck my sleeping kit out of the way here. Just so look at the blessing of it. That's no better at all. Okay, yeah, they're definitely coming this way, so I'm gonna have to talk to them here. Hi there. How's it going?
Good. Taking photos?
Yeah, I'm doing some nighttime train photos here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Sweet.
it's a good spot for it.
Yeah, it's pretty unreal this place, eh?
Yeah, no, it's incredible.
So what the artists have made is so cool.
It is, yeah, it really is.
Are we messing up something with the lights?
No, the lights are okay.
Okay. It's funny, I came a couple of times and they changed quite a bit. Like
They do.
They repaint them.
It's thick with paint. Because my flashlight, it's magnetic. And it goes thick. There's so much paint on the inside. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Maybe a few spots here and there, but yeah, it's real thick. It gets painted all the time. Yeah. No, that is very cool.
Yeah, we took some Christmas photos here last year. I'm like, what happened to the paintings that were behind? They were so cool. They came out so cool with the backdrop. That's just so.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Cool. All right. We're going to continue another run.
Okay, well, have a good run. You too. Thanks. Okay. Just like that. Those guys were awesome. so curious. They were worried about their lights messing up my photos. Self-inflating there, right? Time to cook a meal. Headlamp back on. Well, very good thing for these cleats. Wouldn't have made it otherwise. Now let's see. Here's my stash right down there. So yeah, I got this heat refuel. They're not sponsored. I don't even really want to promote them too much because I haven't eaten it yet. But freeze-dried cheesy chicken and broccoli with rice, featuring rice. Oh, there we go. For reference, I'm going to pull out the desiccant and what it looks like before before anything happens. Here we go. You can really smell the broccoli, surprisingly. Cheesy chicken and broccoli. Let's see. It actually doesn't look that offensive. It really just. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when it's reconstituted. It actually looks fairly reasonable. Yeah. I'm okay with this. Let's taste that. You know, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Good heavens, that was satiating. Let's get back to the camp for a minute. Home sweet home. I think I'm going to look at another one of these things in dark because that makes it extra spooky. And let's go this way. Looks like a mountain bike ramp. They were actually using this, probably not lately. But it looks like they used to use this as part of a mountain biking ramp. And this was the one I was going to camp in. And it's, this one's probably better. It's got, at least it's got another exit out of it. Oh boy. If there was an emergency, I could scurry out of there. But, yeah, boxcar life. Rest in peace, stove. All I can say about the graffiti here is they haven't painted that thing that everybody always does, which is nice because I don't have to edit it out. Here I am, hairspray and all. I'm gonna keep this guy handy right there, because I think as soon as my phone is charged up enough that it can get me through the night, I've got my alarm set for 7:30 in the morning, right before it starts to get bright out here, so I can get out of here without being caught here in the embarrassment of, oh, you know, I'm sleeping in a rat-infested boxcar. Good night, Moon. Good night, boxcar. Good night, everybody. Good night, Jess. I know I don't have YouTube, but I can't wait to tell you my adventures when I see you again. Good morning. The sun is up. That's my cue to get out of here before all the morning dog barkers come around. And I did not have a good sleep. Well, I was warm enough, that's for sure. And I don't get spooked out by like paranormal stuff or anything like that normally. But last night, I had the feeling that I was being watched. Yeah, that's not a good feeling to have, and I couldn't attribute it to anything. Just, I had that feeling, and of course it kept me on edge. Every sound I heard, looking at the door, making sure my bear spray's handy, and who's to say, maybe I got myself worked up when I tried to tell the other people that I heard this place was haunted or something. I did manage to get a little bit of sleep, so that was good. Okay, let's go. Now, wildlife, of course, very active at dawn and dusk, so we are going to be cautious, but not freak ourselves out too much. How about that? How about that for a philosophy for once? Okay. Just pick up the cooking stuff I stashed over here last night. And we're out of here. Let's trip there. Everything just as I left it. Not a trace. Not a trace left behind. Going to be going back across this skill testing bridge, and it's a fine time to thank all the folks that donated to the beer donations for the channel. Still trying to figure out what to do with those. I have a few people have reached out, and I think something might be done with that. But at the moment, watch me brave my fears as I thank you guys all for getting it across the bridge. Okay, so thank flanking you all, not looking down, and the thing sure waves when you walk on it. I never used to be scared of stuff like this when I was a kid, but as an adult, I know construction workers personally that have worked on stuff like this. It scares me to know that some of these people might be building stuff like this. So, okay, here we go. Eat her safely. It is quite lovely, despite how terrifying it is. Haven't seen a soul yet on the trail, so could have slept in a bit more, but it wasn't a comfy sleep. Just past the first dog walker out of there right in time. Back to civilization. The perfect crime. And right over the hill there is the hospital somewhere. So just have to go over there, pack up, because I picked the hospital because it was close by, but I'm the oldest person in there by like 15 years, and that includes the staff. So I feel out of place. But it served its purpose, and it was right by the trail. That's a fun looking park. Well, thanks for following along, guys. I'm gonna head in there, and I don't know if I'm gonna get any more sleep or not, but I should at least start importing all these files into the computer so I can edit them. Thanks for following me along. It was strange videos always. I don't know if it was that exciting, but thanks for watching, and we'll see what we can come up with for you next week. Cheers, everybody.
Dawn Platinum removes 99% of grease. It's the GOAT. And that's coming from a duck, the better grease getter.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Camping with Steve. I just got dropped off on a set of unused railway tracks. They're not technically abandoned, but there hasn't been active rail traffic on these in 10 plus years, and everyone seems to use it as a walking trail. So gonna go for a little hike and see what we can find. Yeah, you can actually see there's no way a train would be safely going down this. There's missing fish plates, and there's spikes that are just completely missing. So yeah, look at that. It'll take a complete rebuild to basically get this railway active again, and they're talking about it. Of course, don't do this. Stay off the tracks. Anytime is train time, except here and right now. Some houses right there, and then it looks like that's about all. And everybody walks down here. There's even like a little trail on the side here. This is the nice little spot where all the dog walkers come down. And I think there's going to be a spot over on this side that I can set up my hammock. And that's a little farther away from where people walk their dogs. the old ties they pulled out actually look better than what's in there right now. This doesn't look too bad at all. There's a road right there, so I'll need to keep any light kind of facing this way, away from the road. And there's a flat spot down there. It doesn't look like too bad on time, so I'll see if there's a spot for it. I figured there should be because there's a lot of trees that are spaced out nicely. Humans are really picky about how far the trees apart are. Yeah, nobody back there would ever see a thing. Doesn't look like anybody's been down here either. And we're going to keep it that way. There's a lot of branches in the way between these two trees, but given that the hammock has a tarp over top of it, I think I can set it up underneath and then kind of have these branches over top of it. Extra layer of stealth. Why not? This tree behind me should be good enough to do the job. I don't think that's falling over anytime soon. I got the feeling the hammock strap is probably not even big enough to get around this tree. Not even close. We'll burn up two on this one. We'll just have to use the rope on the other tree. Okay. This is technical. Something I never mentioned, I don't think I've ever mentioned it. When I pack my kit, I pack the things I need first at the very top. So I've got jackets and stuff, but it's warm out. I'll need them later. But this I want to do in the daylight, that's for sure. This ride's low. Just gonna try and tighten up this. That should keep me above the ground. Like I am above the ground, but by the morning things might slip and I don't want to roll down this hill. It's better. Might be about as good as I can get. Something that will aid me greatly is removing all this stuff underneath. It's gonna poke me in the back and feel like rock included. And wouldn't be comfortable. Perfect little ocean view spot. And I've worked up a sweat. It is real hot today. Yeah, ton not just sweat because I'm out of shape. It has been hot, like high 20s here. It's around 80 Fahrenheit. I'm just not used to that. I like it more comfortable, 65 Fahrenheit, 15 Celsius. That's the perfect type of weather for me. But at night it's going to cool right down. So I'm going to need jackets. I'll probably see my breath tonight. It's that magical time of year. And I'm perched on the top of my hill here. Not a bad view down there. For a stealth test, of course, it's a huge cliff with a retaining wall on that side, so I'm not going down. But I got my ride to come by, and you can kind of see me, but he's way over there. Well, how's it look?
I see a head.
You can kind of see me.
Yeah, there's no chance somebody would see that. That's so good.
Isn't that the smart way to do a stealth test? Have somebody walk by with their camera out, like they're just walking by, and then send me a video and a picture. So it looks good. All this poison ivy looking stuff under here is not poison ivy. I'm gonna just run a quick check on it. And it is English ivy. And that's exactly what it is. So I obviously don't want to roll around in it, but it's not the type that's going to make me break out in hives and have to go to a dermatologist. That plant identification app I used is called Picture This. I haven't tried any others, so I can't really say if it's better or worse or anything. It just is another tool on my phone that I can use. I don't know how good it is. This actually might be poison ivy, but I don't think so. I'm gonna go back up to the tracks. Gonna do this while I got a little bit of light. Once the sun's down, I'm gonna stay here. It's real steep and there's stuff to trip on everywhere. There's edges to fall off of. So we don't want any problems. We just want to hunker down for the night. Yeah. So from up here, that's pretty obvious, but the other side of the tracks, it shouldn't be. I am expecting some road noise tonight, but nothing like that sign. Up there is the main highway. This is the unused railway, and down there is the old highway on the other side of that retaining wall. And I gotta get back in there because it is still technically jogger hour, whatever that is, in the evening, right before bed. I know somebody did build one of those little bike track bicycle things that goes on here, but they couldn't get approval to use it as a tourist thing. They might be on here, or there might be a very slow going high rail, little truck that inspects things. What's going on down there? Okay. Nobody's gonna see a thing at all. From here, I can see it because I know it's there.
You're watching the other football, but don't want to ask your friends, what's offsides? And how can I sound like I know a lot about the game? You can just ask Google all of that at once. Oh, so that's it. Influencers aren't new.
In 1941, Jeep wrote the book on four-wheel drive.
Years later, the Jeep brand is still influencing. Some create trends, we create our own trail. Some send a smiling emoji, we smile for real. Jeep, it's only one.
Orgain's 30-gram protein shake provides muscle support. With 1 grams of BCAA for peak performance, it's made with premium protein and no artificial sweeteners. Power up with Orgain.
Get a shade that serves your skin. New Venus Moisture Glove. Bars of Argan Oil with glove moisture in.
Limu, I drive. You help people customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
But in 10, 12 steps from here, it'll be visible. 10 or 12 careful steps in the dusk, down a hill, after 1 step 2. I'm going to clear out the sitting rock because everything else is pokey and probably anthills or something. So, you'll find a little sitting rock. Aha. Right by my sitting stump, I've identified a huge hazard. It's an old fence. It's not barbed wire, but it's a tripping concern. I just thought it was ivy. Great part of being colorblind. As you don't really notice rust in the ground here. Big shout out to the first responders. That's all I can say. Just alone on my stone. I'm gonna move this to a different spot. This is annoying. Oh, I thought this was easier. Anything heavy, I like to let gravity do the work as much as possible. Sweet. Doesn't get better than this. Those are gonna fall off anyway. I packed in the right order today. It is starting to get a little chilly. Don't get a break. Sometimes it's just too hot and an hour later. Time. I got the other one that zips onto this one too, just in case. It's getting real dark real quick, so I put my backpack right along this old fence. I'm just going to stay this side of it, not get too close to the edge. So I'm really hunkered down here, basically on this rock until I go to bed in the hammock. And that's the safest thing to do. Just a little more of this dog walking hour. Once it really gets dark, I tend to relax a little bit more. I know I need a light to kind of see things, but I don't use a red light, and I get this a lot that I should be using a red light because it's stealthy, but I'm colorblind, and like to me, I can't see really much at all with a red light on, so I have to have it so bright in red light, I'd look like a lighthouse or something, like a beacon or a flare. By the time I could actually function with that, possibly, a green light or something that's not white might work to my advantage. Let me know if you know anything about that, but red is unfortunately a no-go for me. So I have my flashlight. I try to cover it up a little bit so it's not quite so bright, and I don't shine it directly towards anything. So there's just kind of an ambient glow, which shouldn't be too big of a problem here. I think this is going to be great. What could go wrong? Stealth camping is really boring when you find too good of a spot, and this is too good of a spot. I know there's no way I'm going to get caught here, so we're just going to have a good time here. Cook some food, relax a little, I can't imagine doing this without a cell phone because literally in between shots, I'm reading news articles. But like, there's not a lot to do here, not a lot to film either because it's so dark. I'll find better spots, but I figured this one being so close to the road would be risky enough to be amusing. Anyway, I found some breaded cutlets with cornflakes. I'm gonna cook those up. And there's only one thing to cook that is so convenient. I just have coleslaw and potato salad for accompaniments. And yeah, I'm not gonna mess around with that spark starter on this little stove because it takes a lot of clicks before it goes, and see, so much more safe and convenient. Very cool. Okay, this is going bad. I'm one of the guys that will admit it. If I come up with a meal and try to cook it and it doesn't work out good, I'm not gonna act like it was amazing. It's pretty blackened, I'll say that. Not sure what the deal is here. There might have been instructions on the package on how to do this properly, but I thought medium heat on the frying pan should be fine for this. But I'm sure the chicken isn't even cooked inside and it's scorched on the outside. This is a learning experience, but I'm gonna have to eat this. Despite how atrocious this looks, I'm taking a nibble. And it tastes okay. Looks like the, oh wow, yeah, this really looks awful. But it does taste okay. Like, I'm embarrassed to even show you this, but that's the protein for this meal. Is this guy in this weird thing coating mostly stuck to the pan. So I knew I'd be okay because I brought coleslaw and potato salad from the deli at the grocery store that I know I didn't rely on because someone other than me cooked it. But I also did bring sriracha, so however bad anything is, sriracha can fix that. And I'll just they call it a spork, but it doesn't really do either job all that well. One of them cooked okay. Like, burned, but the coating stayed on. This one lost, sacrificed its coating. And potato salad made by professionals. That actually works really good for a summer meal. Potato salad, coleslaw, burned chicken. So, cheers everyone, and as always, don't cook what Steve does. Hammock is saggy again. That means I'll be on the ground. Hard to convert a cluster knots. It failed on me. Well, I was supposed to fail on. But I'm going to try to tighten this back up. Okay, I'll hope for the best. Well, okay, this is way too good of a stealth camping spot. I figured that with the road right there, and and the trail right there, there might be some more of a challenge to it, but I could build a shack and just live here indefinitely, a very happy life. And that's not what makes it a good stealth camp. What makes it a good one is like a roundabout or something. You get in and you're out the next day, but this is too easy, I have to say. So I gotta keep on looking for better ones, more exciting things, but also other projects. I can't just stealth camp forever. I'm 41, right? There's going to be other projects on the go, so it's not a strictly stealth channel, and I've always said that. But oh, I feel like I wasted the whole prep and planning by coming to a spot that was just too easy. But I guess it'll be a relaxing night. Sounds of Steve, a nice, comfortable, relaxing camping trip for once. Nothing exploded, nothing caught on fire. Hitting the hay relatively early, so that's all good stuff. So we'll see if that hammock's on the ground in the morning, I guess. Is that old fence? Trouble. Hammock is sagging down low, but it's not a problem, I don't think. I'm gonna get the sleeping bag set up and call it a night for now. Not bad, not bad. I'm up off the ground. And that's all I'm really concerned about tonight. I should do okay in here. Bring the flashlight in. And see you guys in the morning. Thank you. Hey everybody, it's middle of the night here, 4:21 a.m. and my phone's acting up. So that's my lifeline. I don't have my emergency beacon with me. If there's a problem, it's a long scramble up the hill. So I'm not sure what it is, but I think it's a battery issue. If I have it plugged in, morning commuters, if I have it plugged into my power bank, it keeps going. And so I've unplugged the GoPro so I can keep the phone on standby. I'll try to get a little more shut-eye here. And about 5:30 and it's already getting light out. It's only going to get worse from here, especially when I head further north. But makes it hard to sleep in, especially when you've got a crummy sleep. But that rustling outside the bushes has stopped. The phone seems to be working while it's plugged in, but as soon as it's unplugged, it just stops. So I'm gonna see if I get a little more sleep here. Good morning. Had some pretty interesting dreams there. That was like pretty intense. I got woke up 2 or 3 times. Not necessarily like a nightmare, but kind of scary things. Like one part there was heights, and another part was an earthquake. Yeah, really interesting. So hopefully no heights or earthquakes today, but definitely got to get this packed up and out of here. like basically on the ground, but not quite. So stealthy, nice and low. All my bags are packed and we're ready to go. Won't step on the fence. There we go. Just to scramble up to the top, and then we'll get back to the campground and chat a little bit more. Show you kind of what's going on with the Bravo toaster. Kind of a different ending to the video, but